How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my daily Torment Let's Play. We just got assigned our first quest from Iveen. I just realized, is that supposed to have something to do with, like, IV? You're in kind of, not a hospital setting, but a place where maybe they might be hooking these bodies up to IVs. It also took me until earlier today to realize that Morty is in the Mortuary. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that was on purpose. I'm not sure if that's clever or lazy, but I like it. And I like that it must have not been too on the nose, or else I assume I would have picked up on it just like that tiny bit sooner. So I'm going to go ahead and file it under funny, and I like it, rather than thinking it's stupid and campy. I want to talk to more random zombies. This heavily stitched corpse is shuffling lazily back and forth between two slabs. The number 506 has been stitched on its forehead and the side of its neck, and its right arm. In fact, the skin of this peeling corpse has been sewn up with so many stitches its skin looks like a bizarre street map. Perhaps it could point me in a useful direction. I'll examine. The stitches encircle the corpse, running from its arms, across its chest, up its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. As you follow the crossroad of stitches, you notice someone has jammed a needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to a thread stitching up the side of the skull. Oh, like a sewing needle. I was thinking if it was a syringe. Like, how did I not notice that sooner? You could probably unravel it if you had something to cut the thread. Oh, I want to unravel a zombie. That sounds neat. Cut the stitches with your scalpel, then pull out the needle and thread. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, gained an item, gained experience. Cut the stitches. Alright, you slice the thread neatly with the scalpel, then pluck out the needle and pull the stitches out. As you do, the skin covering the forehead peels back to reveal the corpse's chalk-white skull, where to your surprise the number 78 has been chiseled. So this guy's got two different numbers going on. What a gruesome way to, like, gain experience and acquire some items. I just totally fucked up the zombie just for the sake of maybe being able to patch up my loincloth later on. I don't really see a lot of need for sewing on my current attire. Seems you got two different designations there, corpse. The corpse stares straight ahead, oblivious. Leave the corpse in peace. Oh, that's so fascinating. I want to know why. Why did it have two different designations? That sounds like a very interesting thing in my mind. There's my needle and thread. I just have one of them, and I got 4 bandages right now. Alright, so maybe a needle and thread isn't like a directly, immediately useful item. I thought that, you know, maybe there would be some cool thing, like right away, that I would be able to find a use for with that needle and thread, but perhaps not. It might just be like a generic item rather than a significant quest item or anything. I would have been maybe a little surprised if a simple needle and thread was a quest item of some sort. I think Morty just opened that door. I would love to know how a floating skull opens doors. I also didn't realize that he could kind of take the charge like that. I thought I was always going to be the leader of our decisions. The Shambling Corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The number 821 is carved into its forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. Only a few of them seem to have that. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. So, seen anything interesting going on? As you address the zombie, it blinks in surprise. What? Did this thing... does it blink in surprise as if it were saying, what? Or did one of these things actually finally kind of communicate? You're not a zombie. Who are you?
My journal.
Holy shit. I feel like I don't want to waste the time talking to every single zombie I run into, but it keeps yielding fascinating results. The zombie, quote, is trying to respond between stitched lips. He has a peculiar half-frightened, half-angry expression. Who, you, what you want? I'm looking for a way out of here. Can you help me? Who are you? Tell me who you are, or I'll call the guards. Lie. Why, I was looking for you. I'm asking the question here, zombie. Tell me who you are, or I'll make that disguise a reality. Sorry to trouble you, whoever you are. Just bail. Don't investigate further. I don't think I want to lie. I think I gave myself above average ability to lie and stuff, so I'm tempted. I'm tempted to lie, but I'll go straight forward here. The zombie doesn't seem to have heard you. He looks you up and down for a few moments, then frowns. What you do here? His eyes narrow suspiciously. Why, you spy on Dusties? No, I'm trying to escape. I'm not a spy. I got sealed in here by accident. Can you help me out? Yes, I'm spying on the Dusties. Why don't you tell me what you're doing here before I call the guards? Yes, what are you doing here? He seems frightened for a moment, then studies you, and a sneer crawls across his face. You spill the dark on me spill dark on you. I have friends hid here. You got nobody. You're not supposed to be here. Dusties kill you. Me escape. You won't escape if I kill you. Now answer my questions or I'll make that disguise a reality. No, don't hurt me. The fact you outweigh the zombie by several pounds of raw muscle seems to influence his decision. Good, I was hoping my bulky mass would benefit. Good thing I've been doing all those deadlifts. Ha! Deadlifts! I almost missed that. I almost went over my own head, even though I'm the one who said it. And his expression crumbles. Don't hurt me. Me spy on Dusties. Say what I see. Nothing more. Spy? For who? What have you seen the Dustmen do? I had some other questions. I'm curious for who. The zombie falls into a frightened silence. He seems unwilling to say any more. Come on, who are you watching this place for? It'll be a lot less painful for you. I seem to have threatened him once before, so I'm tempted to go like the threatening thing once more. I also don't want him to fall into like a quivering, frail mess. Hold on. Oh, it's Morty. Hold on. Morty sounds surprised. This Burke must be an anarchist. Posing as a zombie's gotta be a first for those addled sods. Anarchists?
My journal.
Anarchists. They're a faction that wastes their time peeping on authority figures and looking for ways to tear down anything that stinks of order or control. The anarchists think every Burke across the plains will be free and happy to seek out their own truth once the establishment's burned to the ground. They want to establish a new order. No order at all. That seems like a noble pursuit. Order could be a good tearing down every once in a while. Could use a good tearing down. That seems pretty contradictory. That has to be one of the most stupid things I've ever heard. I'll go with the truth one, I suppose. The zombie is watching you both fearfully. He is still silent. I guess he can't really make a run for it when he's just kind of lumbering around. But something in his expression tells you Morty's guess was right on the mark. The anarchists, huh? That who you watching this place for? It'd be a lot less painful. Never mind. What have you seen the Dustmen do? I am curious about that, but I'm going to push him on the anarchist thing. To your surprise, the zombie turns away from you. He is starting to glance around fearfully. You won't talk. Get ready to start screaming. Holy shit. Never mind. What have you seen the Dustmen do? I won't push him on the subject more because he seems like he's about to break down or something. Nothing. They do nothing. Can't find nothing. Dead. Just dead people. Dusties. Do nothing. Eyes narrow in conviction. Still, I watch. I see. There was something else I wanted to ask you. What you want to know? How can I escape from here? I am missing a journal. Have you seen it? Don't know. Some Burke peel you? I know what he means, but I'm gonna say what to see how he follows that up. He wants to know if somebody robbed you. Probably what happened. There's something else I want to know. I don't want to ask about fraud. Maybe Doll. He was kind of an interesting character. Scribe. Old. Yellow. There's nothing more to be said, I suppose. I want to know something else. I want to know, how did you get to look like that? How did you disguise yourself? That's a good question. I hadn't really thought about that. Me good at disguise. Me also got scars. Me were lots of embalming fluid. Me make good zombie. The zombie giggles through stitched lips, then taps his head. Dusty's stupid. So stupid. Yeah, they're the stupid ones, all right. The sarcasm is evidently lost on the zombie, who nods eagerly. Stupid Dusties. Me make good zombie. Stupid. I just like the pronunciation of stupid. Doesn't that hurt? That disguise is pretty good. Can you disguise me as a zombie? Oh shit, I already thought that I'm kind of like weirdly undead, and so I kind of blended in with everything. But yeah, maybe I need a bit of a zombie disguise here. He looks you up and down for a few moments, mumbling to himself, then nods. Uh-huh. Me need jar of embalming fluid, points at the scars on your chest, and some needle and thread. Fucking, I guess it did come in handy quite soon. The way that it was like, you have one needle and thread in your inventory made me think like, oh, this isn't a quest item or significant, but I guess it's something I am going to need. Now I just need to find that embalming fluid. I'll think about it. I had some other questions. No thanks. Maybe some other time. I'll see if I can find some. I'll think about it. I have other questions. How can I escape from here? And maybe I'll ask about Farad, because I still don't know a lot about him. For-a-rod? For-a-rod? You mean with the New York Yankees? The zombie frowns briefly in thought. Me here, he lived in Hive somewhere. He shakes his head. Not nowhere. He frowns again. Dusty's very mad. They not like A-Rod. Hive. Slums outside this place. Okay, interesting. I don't really have I'm not very situated. I don't exactly know where I am. Why don't the Dustmen like Farad? Is a collector, brings deadzers to Mortuary, sells them to Dustmen, brings lots of debtors. Dusty's not know where he gets debtors. Think he's putting Burks in dead book. Morty, help me out here. He's saying that Farad Burke has been selling a lot of debtors, corpses, to the Dustmen. That's what collectors do. They gather dead bodies and sell them to the Dustmen. Sounds like this Farad's been selling so many debtors that the Dusties think he's been putting hives in the dead book before their hour is up. You know, killing people. I see. This Farad sounds like a saint. I may have some questions later. Don't go anywhere. I'll move on from this guy. I've been talking to this guy a good long while at this point. Let's see if I can go find some of that embalming fluid. I'm uncertain if it's something I would have to go back for. Like, maybe I've already gone beyond it, because the needle and thread was back before. But I'm thinking there's a lot of shelves and stuff that I can root around in, and hopefully I find something there. Hey, fuck yeah. Well, I might as well, I'm going to root around a little bit more just for a second here, and then I'll go back and... Oh, well, okay then. I'll just rack up as much embalming fluid as possible then. It's interesting... Oh, it's locked. It's interesting that you can find the embalming fluid, like the thread and needle and stuff, before the quest is even issued. So, like, you have it, and you don't necessarily know what it's going to be for, or if it'll be useful, really. I don't want to venture too far. But that'll be good to keep in mind for later, that I may find things before they're needed. Like, they could have easily had a script in there that there was no embalming fluid to be found until you had activated the relevant quest. So, just something to keep in mind. Hey! Did that guy fucking run away? Oh, there he is. I wish it updated his name to be like, quote, zombie worker. You see the false zombie, you're amazed at the man's disguise. His breathing is so subdued, you can barely see it. Greetings! The zombie yeah, probably didn't say it so cheerfully. The zombie glances around to see if anyone is watching, then makes a shooing motion and hisses at you. Go away, get! No, I need you to help me with the disguise. Can you disguise me as a zombie? He looks you up and down. Yeah, here you go. Here's the stuff. Lost item, lost item. Oh, it doesn't actually say what he took, but it's pretty obvious. The zombie takes the items from you, then sets to work. Try to hold still. No, I'd prefer to thrash around violently and aggressively. Unfortunately, it's not a real option here. I can't believe you're going through with this. How barmy are you? Pretty barmy, I suppose. What a weird thing to say. Ooh, lots of experience there. Oh, fuck yeah, I look great. Thank you, false zombie. The zombie liberally applies the embalming fluid to your body, then stitches up several of your scars, working from your feet upwards. He stitches up your scars and finishes off the disguise by stitching up your lips. Oh, so I guess all of the zombies have stitched up lips. It's just that I only specifically pointed it out for a few of them, I guess. Thanks. Can't you make the stitches on the lips any tighter? The zombie holds up his hand. Careful. Talk pulls stitches out. Ruined disguise. Zombie no talk. You gotta talk? Talk slow. Careful. Take heed that no one expects zombies to talk. If you speak to someone as a zombie, you run the risk of exposing your disguise. I understand.
Updated my journal.
Oh shit, maybe I should have went and figured out Iveen's quest before I went and did this, because now I feel like I might not be able to see that quest through. I just got excited about the disguise. Zombie frowns. Disguise won't last long. Embalming fluid dry up. Stitches fall out. He shrugs. Probably not last outside Mortuary. And no running. You run, you ruin whole disguise. Equipping weapons and or running will instantly nullify your zombie disguise. If you find a new weapon, hold off on equipping it until you no longer wish to be disguised. If you have always run on, be sure to switch it off. I don't think I do right now. Be sure to switch it off if you want to maintain the disguise when you finish speaking to Vaxis, which I'm guessing this is this guy's name, which I don't think he ever told me. Nod and leave. It'll be a shame. Oh god, not only do I not have the ability to run, I'm fucking so much slower than I was just a moment ago. I want to check my quest log. Is that just in my journal? No. Definitely not inventory. Journal screen. And quests, fetch embalming fluid, and needle. Oh, okay, so I could have brought those exact things back to her. I feel stupid now. I'm recording this on a different day, so I feel stupid for not remembering that she asked for exactly those two things, so I kind of had the choice of how I was going to use them. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to fucking bail now. I don't have any needle and thread or anything anymore. Don't really have the option to help her out. I ruled that out, I suppose. So let's just hoof it out of here, I guess. I don't really want to piss off a lady who has talons for hands and is literally just ripping organs out of people. You can see here I'm like looping around quite a bit, and so this is like one area I haven't been. Oh shit. The door is locked. Oh, okay, can I equip a key without fucking this up? Oh, I don't have the key anymore. I already used up that key. Ah, shit. So maybe I do have to go help Iveen after all. Or maybe there's just another way out of here. Stairs! Take the stairs! Let's just bail, man. There must be something up there that we can use to access the hive outside. Oh good, Morty can run ahead. Oh, I'm just on a new floor of the mortuary now.
Alright.
I was hoping that maybe I would get on out of here. Ooh, let's investigate some shelves and stuff. I would love to collect as much loot as I can, but I'm not sure how hard it is to come by. This seems like it's a relatively big area as well, because I at least know I can loop all the way back to that bookshelf. Hey, oh, a charcoal charm. I thought maybe it was going to be another needle, but I think I based on the fact that I chose to disguise, I think I basically have committed to not sticking around the mortuary and not helping Iveen. Ooh, that might be the first Dustman I've seen. There's several of them walking around. It's almost a shame that I now have ruled out the ability to talk to people, because I'm curious, but at the same time they might have just never talked to me, they might have just fought me anyways. The air roaring from the mouth of this immense furnace is incredibly hot. Walking even a few steps past the archway would certainly cause your hair and flesh to burst into flame. Good thing I strolled straight through the entryway then. Didn't take heed to that whatsoever. I wasn't sure if you can't see from here. I thought maybe I was going to be cut off of accessing there. A few more bandages. All kinds of shelves to take a look at. We'll do a nice thorough investigation of what we got here. As long as not too many of them are locked, I suppose. Clot charm. Can I see what things do? There's no particularly easy way to look at what items do, but there might be another way to investigate, but it's not just immediately displayed when you do a hover. Embalming charm. And and Mortuary task list. Well, let's see what they got written on here, I guess. So basically this is just pointing out the fact that these corpses have been collapsing now and again. I'm giving you guys the paraphrase for it here. And so they're just talking about the spells and stuff they have to raise them and make sure that they can keep carrying out their duties. They have to inspect them every 8 hours and make sure that everything's, you know, working out how it's supposed to. Don't dispose of them, just try and raise them again. And those embalming charms that I found are only to be used when stitching and bandaging doesn't do the trick. And so we'll see. Oh, cool, even my guy's changed to look like a zombie there. So we'll have to see if maybe there's at some point I could raise myself a few little helpers or something. That's my suspicion, is that that might come in handy. I don't want to talk to any of these. This is like a red zombie. I wonder. I gotta test it. I gotta try and talk zombie to zombie. Oh, good, some junk. I'm glad I collected that. I can't actually talk, but if I approach and interact with the zombie, maybe I'll find some interesting branch of dialogue. I'm not expecting much here, and I'm not going to risk losing the disguise if that looks like that's going to happen. The number 1146 is carved into the forehead of this walking corpse. Its lips are sewn together with coarse black thread. The entire body is covered in horrible scars, worse even than your own. As if its owner had been burned to death, its nose, ears, and several digits are missing, presumably charred away in some long-ago conflagration. As you block its path to get its attention, it stops and gazes at you with vacant eyes. I'm not going to blow my cover talking to a zombie, I don't think, so see anything interesting going on? The corpse continues to stare at you. I'll just leave. I'll just be on my way. And with that, I was kind of hoping that maybe I could make a break out of the mortuary in this episode, but this is a little bit slow going, and it seems like there's plenty more to investigate. I'll try to come back to Iveen if the opportunity presents itself, but I do want to commit to this disguise now that I have it. So we'll see where things lead next time. I hope you guys are okay with the pace I'm going at here. I'm just enjoying taking in this story as much as possible, so I hope you guys are on board with that. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.